Hello, it's been a while. I've been working on this video, mostly procrastinating. Turns out drama is really draining. Anyway, this video will be going over the biggest Pocket Mortys drama. It'll be documenting and setting the record straight. I'll have chapters below so you can skip to what most interests you. And yes, I am the main star in this drama. Another name I go by online is Larchy. And yes, I do have a new fancy avatar. I drew it myself. Anyways, on to the video.
I first started playing Pocket Mortys in 2016. I only know this because my earliest Google Play achievements in Pocket Mortys is from 2016. I was a bad child though and constantly tried to mod and hack the game, so I never really played consistently. Not until 2019. I got really into Pocket Mortys, especially multiplayer. I was also using Discord more at the time, so I joined the first Pocket Mortys servers I could find. This was short-lived since me being a bad child led to me trying to mod multiplayer and losing my account, and then quitting. You can still friend my first account. I didn't start playing until 2020 of like March or earlier. I rejoined the PM server and started playing it more. I first mostly focused on camp. I hate to interject, but every single one of my messages except 5,000 that were in Hayward's server are gone, so I cannot prove I was ever there really. So I can't really prove I existed. So that's the situation. While sometimes switching to multiplayer to take a break from campaign. I also started research PM more and learn more about the weirdness of the game. I mostly stuck to the wiki and lurking in the Discord server to learn more. I eventually started talking when I ran into questions with no documented answers. This led to me becoming more active, eventually being seen as the knowledge guy, and having people send noobs to me to teach them. I was still a beginner gameplay wise, but it took the time to actually research the game. As I got more active and more overwhelmed with real life stuff and random noobs asking the same questions and being confused by some quite simple mechanics in the game, I started to just be aggressive and take out some of my angers on newbies who are in the wrong place at the wrong time. I made my own private thread because the server had some very relaxed moderation. And relaxed in the sense that nothing was done unless you told them to do something. Even then, sometimes they wouldn't. Like people no one liked who just caused issues, not being banned or punished. The private thread was immune to all mods because of an oversight on the moderation team. The thread was unable to be viewed by anyone unless they were an admin or I added them myself. Most bots couldn't see the channel either. This led to me inviting a lot of cool people to the thread, so we had our own little mini general without all the people we didn't like. Later, I made a private thread in the trading channel, and I invited all the new joins into it to try and catch some old players to trade to get rare Mortys for extremely cheap. I managed to do so, and some noobs didn't like the fact that they got lowballed and often threw fits. Well, this is if they were told that they got lowballed. You can discuss the morality on this, definitely not a good thing, but I did it anyways because I was a greedy bastard. This also technically isn't a scam or against their rules, so I got away with it scot-free. Noobs! The noob who was complaining actually got banned because he was throwing such a fit. This further proved to me that I was basically immune to the rules as long as people liked me. A lot of people started to not like me. It started with someone I call Santos. Long story short, they were a toxic noob I first taught, and it just escalated from there. It led to them threatening to dox me and talking about raping me. Yeah, they were never banned, they still aren't banned, they only left because everyone started to hate them. Santos kind of had a group, I don't know, it's just what I saw, but one person in the group wasn't a whale. Not called a whale because of his size, though that's questionable, but because of the amount of money he spends on mobile games, specifically Pocket Mortys. He quickly blocked me. He got me to ramble on the Summer's Van after he made a poor guess on what happens next. As the loser who decided to document every event in Pocket Mortys, I know everything. He blocked me after making a quite rude comment in a moment. Things further started to heat up with mods more turning against me. I got muted for a day, which led to me making my first variant of the Pocket Mortys Discord server. It was a category and everything Discord server. It was very inactive, but us getting a crack at the Pocket Mortys server thing. I had quite some dark humor. Mostly shock humor, which led to the owner thinking I'm homophobic because I said, "I just donated to the LGBT. I hope they find a cure." I still find it funny, however, the owner thought I was serious and took other jokes I made and made a conclusion about me. This, combined with everything else I said, led to things reaching a breaking point. December 15th, 2022. The day I was banned. My ban reasons? Blackmail, plotting, speed hacking, toxicity. All reasons they gave. However, what did I do to get banned? I told another guy had dirt on the mods. Said dirt was 2 screenshots of a mod posting porn in general and another mod asking for a piracy website to watch Rick and Morty. Very light stuff to try and blackmail someone over, but I guess to each their own. I do deserve the toxicity ban, but I wasn't banned for toxicity, which is why a lot of what happens next happened. Things were chaotic as the mods told no one why I was banned, and I got a silent ban, meaning Hayward banned me personally. How sweet. Mods were giving out several reasons why I was banned, all stated previously. No one really knew why I got banned, and I wasn't even on Discord when I was banned, so I was confused and everyone else was too. I decided to air my dirty laundry when I was banned and told everyone the dirt I had on the mods, along with the hypocrisy of my ban. But of course, it didn't end there. It just kept going. I started inviting a lot of cool people from my thread to the Everything Core Discord server. One person who was invited by someone else was a mod from the server named Genji. Some mods didn't know who I was because they were inactive. Others stopped liking me, and others had no opinion really. Genji was one who had no opinion. Genji and me kind of became friends. They talked to me about some grievances they had about the server. The next section will contain a trigger warning for attempted grooming. I'll put a timestamp here in the chapters if you wish to skip this. Genji ended up coming out to me about 2 well-known people in the community trying to groom/take advantage of them. They were Biggs or Smay. The evidence I was given was very light, but based off how Genji spoke to me, it was very telling. It really felt like there's more to this. Genji was obviously affected by this deeply and just wanted to forget about it. I decided to censor Genji from the release of this information and release it. You know what happened next? People disregarded everything and started to harass Genji after they figured out who it was. This led to Genji retreating from the community entirely. I'll go over the evidence now. I'll start with Smay since there's not much. What is there even to say? It's basically a teacher hitting on someone young enough to be their student. And if it isn't hitting on, then what is it? Next I want to cover Genji's age. This is kind of conflicting, and they were either 17, just turned 18 in said year, or something else. Either way, what Smay did is just creepy. Next is Biggs, and this is the confusing part. Biggs' evidence implies, but never shows. You can assume that either Genji only showed the least comfortable parts, or Genji is overreacting. I personally think it's the first option, but I can never really know. However, people who knew them just randomly started agreeing Biggs was a pedophile. I was never told or shown why. Genji said Biggs went after a lot of other younger women, but I was never shown evidence. The community's main argument against this was Smay is innocent, Biggs too until they decided not anymore. Smay is innocent because Genji was 18. They also say Genji was over-exaggerating. They also said they flirted with everyone too, so it's their fault / the parents' fault, which is fucked up to say. The minors flirting with adults in a server, they should be banned. I think this should have been kept private with me and Hayward. This community is immature not to handle a subject like this with care. Genji, I'm sorry, this was a huge mistake. I hope you're doing okay. For those who skipped the trigger warning, the safe version is Genji told me about what Biggs and Smay tried to do to them in DMs and in public channels. And when I tried to make people aware of what happened, the community rejected it and attacked me and Genji until Genji left the community. The mod position. Biggs was randomly decided he was guilty behind closed doors. I don't know, but Smay is still considered innocent.
I'm Mr. Meeseeks! Look at me! All done!
Around when I was banned, I'd make a lot of my criticisms of Hayward's server he owns the Pocket Morty servers. My major argument is that the management of the server is dog shit, and that the staff are incompetent. A simple argument that can be ignored, right? Nah, they decided to do a straw man to try to assassinate my character instead. Their comeback arguments against me was an ad hominem, which you can see what it means on screen, but basically, they attacked me instead of actually responding to the argument. Also, when I say they, I mean a lot of the most active people in the community. Hayward was rarely involved at this point. I would DM him and tell my criticism personally, but he usually ignored them. Also, I want to introduce a character, Chik Nuggets, or as I call, just Chik. He was one of the main people who campaigned my ban for toxicity. We became friends around the end too. I wasn't banned for toxicity, and he was my main guy I chat to about said drama. He agreed with basically every point I made. He was there with me since the beginning. However, he had some weird tendencies. Before my ban, speed hacking became really prevalent, and Chik hated this. He encouraged mods and other people to ban and report anyone caught speed hacking. He even made a speed hacking hall of shame for the topic. It was a thread. Me and him lightly talked about it, but we also discussed maybe sharing how to speed hack with everyone if the problem doesn't get solved. I personally didn't care much about the speed hacking problem. After I was told about a program that could speed hack, I shared it with Chik, and it was pinned in the thread in hopes that ASG would patch it. I also briefly mentioned the whole teaching everyone how to speed hack thing in a thread too, though after I was banned, I was the scapegoat. The pinned message was unpinned because I was trying to teach everyone how to speed hack. This is where the speed hacking ban reason came from. Chik used me as a scapegoat, and he would never answer any questions about it either. He just kept avoiding the question. I brought up the idea to Chik of possibly getting a server deleted by Discord for breaking TOS. Said TOS is like poor moderation or something, or like children, I don't know. I was desperate. I was a desperate little child. He liked it and occasionally helped me by providing screenshots and message IDs to report. Around this time, some weirdos were posting not safe for work images and illegal images in Hayward's server. This was blamed on me, and Chik thought I did too. You see, Chik is a self-proclaimed pedo hunter, so if I was posting illegal material, he would have to go apeshit. I told him I obviously didn't do it, and that was that. Until it wasn't. Chik slowly stopped talking to me. He left servers of mine after I helped get PMO up and running. PMO is my new and improved Pocket Mortys Discord server. You should check it out, it's awesome. Link in the description. Chik was in PMO until he left, because it was useless. This is just my personal opinion now, but even if you hate me, competition is good. That's how you get good products, and when two servers compete, that's just as good. I think around this time Chik started to join the hate mob around me. I don't know why, but my theory is that he was just a sad, lonely, chronically ill McDonald's meal who wanted friends, and he thought he could get some by hating me.
I decided to cut this part, which would be going over Chik Nuggets, or I'll just call him Owen, because he keeps changing his name. Everything that was in the Chik Nuggets part will be in a future section, like called Discrediting the Larchy Haters or something. I haven't decided yet what the name was. If you want a TLDR, Chik was a very, very mean friend. Made me very angry. Anyways, on to Earn.
Now let's go over another professional Larchy hater. I'll call him Earn. Yeah, the stupid way to say Aaron. He was quite a Larchy hater. He's also stupidly young. He's also the son of DMAMF, or I'll call DMAF. Earn started hating me when I brought evidence against Smay, and since then, he was one of the main guys to dogpile me. He even made a drama server to copy me and totally not just hate me. You see guys, it has channels on everyone. See, Hayward says, oh, it defends Hayward. Cry is just, he's an asshole, and I know like. Yeah, this server's a joke. It shows nothing. It just had professional Larchy haters. You might have noticed, but how do I know everything? Well, you see guys, I was a chronic what are they saying about me type of guy. I constantly looked to see what they were saying about me. And when I was told about Earn's drama server, I joined and watched. I made a drama server around this time to move all drama documentation from Everything Core to its own server, and I also wanted to get rid of all drama discussion from PMO and move it to the drama server too. If you want to fact check me or just look at the screenshots in person, I'll have the drama server linked in the description too. Earn's server is a lot of yapping. I'm a horrible person because I insulted him or Hayward, I made a wrong guess, I was over exaggerating. That's about all. You can look at the server's documentation personally in a drama server, but it's a lot of nothing. This is the last arc I have to cover before we move to the fun part. As you know, Chik is a bit of an asshole, but you don't gotta hear it from me. I was also friends with a guy named North. He ran a PvP server. Chik was mod. He was a controlling mod. He did what he thought was best without asking North. North didn't like this. We often rant about Chik. North decided after the tournament ends, he's going to be banning Chik. When this happened, Chik freaked out and blamed me, and thought I convinced North to ban him. I forgot to mention, but around this time of those illegal images being sent to the server, Hayward got involved. And that was when I DM'd Hayward asking for a specific image. This image. And he told me to decompile the game. He said rename the APK to .rar and extract it. He said the image should be in there. Did that, didn't find it, asked where it should be, and I sent him the extracted APK. He ghosted me. Turns out he thought it was a token logger or an IP grabber. Like, bro, all I wanted was a PNG. Fucking incompetent owner, my lord. I just wanted a PNG, man. Everyone started hating me like usual, but you won't guess what happens next. They make an anti-Larchy thread. And Hayward starts mass posting images of me insulting him as evidence. Like, bro, you act like me calling you an idiot is something worthy of me being a bad person. I just don't like you. Get over your ego. You're tripping over it. At this point, the circus reaches its peak. They just jerk each other off while hating me. Glad I brought a community together, I guess. This is around the time where I stopped looking at everything. Everything they said was just the same. I'm a liar, I'm a manipulator, I'm horrible, I'm a shitter, everything you could think of. Though, it's been a long time since I last looked, and I thought it'd be fun if me and some people from my Discord looked at this shit together. So here's a live reaction from me and the people from my Discord, which you should join, link in the description. I'll have the uncut reaction on my second channel, link in the description. But, yeah, like, I'm a horrible person, look what I did, look what I did. I named this Hayward Rick, like, I'm horrible, I can't believe I did that.
A collection of all the screenshots sent to me of Larchy being an awful human being, obsessive, an ecomaniac, a manipulative POS. Larchy goes by John Callbag and Pocket Mortys Man and Rainbow Shirt Guys in most of these. For those who are unaware, Larchy was banned a while back for repeated toxicity towards newer members. Sorry, the text is like microscopic. Toxicity towards newer members and permanently banned for posting CP and illegal images in the Discord server and subreddit in an attempt to get them banned. Since then, he has created his own Discord server, frequently stands in by links to members of ours, and obsessively talks about Hayward and
why does he mention himself in the third person?
In third person. And other members of this server almost daily. Enjoy.
Finally, your name is normal. Sort of moved it. I'm changing my name to a slur. Do it, you won't. Like, look at this. Everyone is encouraging me, and I'm the bad guy. Also, Larchy's name now says fat ass sensitive mods. See, he keeps pushing the limits. When was this? Oh, 11. So it only took him like a month to actually get to it. This is the fucking joke. Very fucking joke. Stupid joke. Like, he said this, and like, what am I supposed to say? Am I supposed to like fucking say, no, bro? Why would I do that? That's stupid. These people are hardworking people. It's kind of like a dead joke right here. Like, I just ignore him, or I just say something, acknowledge it. That's how I see it. Of course, you can just see it as mods protecting themselves, but overall, this is why I got banned, and it's why a lot of this is funny. And this thread's just fun. What is this? Slurs? We need a slurs chat. Fat people look like ice cream. Oh my lord. They just love me. But yeah, like, I'm a horrible person. Look what I did. Look what I did. I named this Hayward Rick. Like, I'm horrible. I can't believe I did that. And look. I said Hayward, and I said oh, I can't believe I said that. That was he drew lines. Oh no, it's like, guys, he's the same person. Searches up Hayward, 4th. Oh, you think that's bad? You think that's bad? If only you guys knew. And then I give.
This is very awful.
And I give a criticism. One of the that's included in marketing. Hayward has duplicated.
Good.
What is this? Who's Hayward? Who's Hayward?
That wasn't even you.
Oh yeah, this one.
This is toxic.
This is like actual evidence. Doesn't start it. I just add it as a joke, and then this is evidence.
Can't even see.
I think this is just evidence that I log messages. Yeah, I can see edited messages.
That's awful.
Who's this guy? Oh, he changed his name again? What the?
What?
Keep changing his name. It was Joey last time. It's Denji. Who are you? Oh no, that's Chik Nuggets. Oh. Would you read this for me?
Larchy and Toe? Okay. Toe being very and openly transphobic, jokingly and / outright homophobic, racist, and generally unhinged. Larchy likes to claim that the homophobic nickname was actually to call out a homophobic user, but that's obviously disputed by multiple of these screenshots. Keep in mind, Larchy knew very well that the rules ban intentionally offensive jokes / memes, and was repeatedly told to stop, but kept pushing it, only getting worse and worse as he thought he wouldn't be banned for it.
That's what we're the disco. I almost got banned for it.
Yeah, you can't say anything.
Like you said way worse than me. You got them dick sucking lips. I just spammed it.
Offensive.
I don't know, it's weird that they act like I've never. I talked to Genji private. I'm feeling devs. Let's. What? Honestly, I'm sick of both siding hate over backwards to make everything right at his end. Meanwhile, the other side posts illegal material here. It's horrible.
Material.
Thinks I actually do that too.
Oh damn, that's more than 3,000.
Sorry guys, this is actually my own server. But like, this is actually my server. I made all of these channels. I wrote all of these comments. Every single person here is my own.
Yeah.
That's the only explanation.
I am too.
Yeah. Oh, she's that voice.
Or unrule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy like brags about being smart, but then he misspells harasses.
Harashes.
Yeah, are you
Kind of lame.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Like, I think we should switch from hating Hayward to bad karma. Like, this dude is stupid.
I mean,
So stupid.
ew.
Like, I convinced him to EV train, or not EV train, but power level alts to 50, and he get all the tickets, I get the accounts, and he thinks that's a good deal. What happened to your friendship with bad karma? I never really liked him. He's always a little too silly in the head for me, but he did try hard, and I liked that. But then he stopped trying, and that really was annoying. So, and plus he disappeared for like a month, apparently got grounded, and then like first thing he did after getting ungrounded is he quit moderation because he didn't want to get bullied anymore. Right, everyone get bullied by everyone on this server.
And he owed me shit when he was grounded. And
He still owes me stuff. The only reason I don't remember is because I didn't take time to write it down. Oh, old scout is Earn.
Earn?
Yeah, that's. I know it's pronounced Aaron, but Earn's a better way to pronounce it. Larchy hasn't been online today. Why would you be? Why'd you be sad?
Because he's lonely.
Are you
He
bad?
likes to talk to people.
Sadly, I don't like talking to him.
Not many do.
I get it, man. He's annoying as shit.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's a funny one. He has all the red arrows too, just to make sure. Wait, he only translates what I say, but not what anyone else said? Larchy making fake images. Pointing at this one, I can't tell if I should dox or not. Oh yeah, this was a meme. I was just doing it for fun. Larchy making fake images. Not good for my evidence, I guess, but at the end of the day, I have nothing to prove. This one. Quite the... This is evidence?
This is awful.
That nigga Morty sucks.
These are all horrible, like, quite mid Mortys, and I say quite the L, and you think I'm wrong? What's a bait? What's a beta? And he walked straight into... Define beta. Don't be a douche if you wouldn't mind. Betas are bottoms, they're weak-willed and suck. The complete opposite of an alpha. I'm guessing you're an alpha? No, I don't classify myself, but you classify others. I'm sorry, but it's hard for me to take any of that seriously. Don't speak or you're gay, Senior Cat J. Damn. What even was that? You didn't even add me yet. Who would? This is evidence. This is evidence, guys. I called Woo obese. Now, wasn't that amazing? Now, it's time to move on to the next part. Stuff that happened after the recording of the live reaction. So get ready. Sure is a doozy.
With a Morty that dumb, I don't think you'll ever win a battle.
The scam ring. If you are in either PM servers, you probably already know something about this. Hayward made this channel about it, and I made this statement refuting a lot of the lies spoken by Larchy Haters, which you can see here. If you want more information, I recommend looking at Hayward's evidence and my statement, because I'm just gonna gloss over everything. This all starts back before I was banned. North, he is a master of PvP. He owns the Pocket Ricks Fans YouTube channel. He owns the PvP Tourney server, and he was a noob when this all started. Around when Season 6 was airing, North caught one of the only publicly known perfect holodecks. I should explain a term used in the PM community, whale. This usually refers to players who spend a lot of money on microtransactions, but for PM, it has morphed into a term for rich players who spend a lot. And with whales having a lot of influence through their wealth, they often control the markets, which is why perfects are so valuable, because whales often value them highly. And when North got his perfect holodeck, many whales tried to trade for it, but a whale didn't get it. A noob named Brovy did. And even weirder, a whale named Crime helped them. Let me give you a quick rundown on Crime. Crime with a K. Crime is a whale known for being a general asshole and toxic. He is one of those people who would buy overly expensive items just to show how rich they are. He has claimed to own many valuable Mortys, but has never shown them. He's also a lowballer and a scammer. He lowballs by trying to take advantage of noobs' ignorance to get valuables for cheap. He never pays well, and even when he buys Mortys, he does it for extremely cheap, buying a 15-16 non-shiny boy band from a struggling player for only $30. Crime is a selfish person who would never help anyone, but he helped Brovy. He helped Brovy trade a 13-16 fan dancer for the perfect holodeck. When the fan was trained, it was 7-9. He was scammed, Brovy deleted his account. Later, someone who wanted the holodeck, who was also a whale, didn't get the holodeck, suddenly got one. North felt like the whales took advantage of him to steal his most valuable Morty, and they got away with it. Hayward doesn't care, his mods don't either, and the community sided with the whales. He was powerless until he decided to return the favor. He would make his own faked Mortys and trade them to whales. I was invited early on and helped with making perfect fake level 4 ad spaces. Mouthful to say. The plan was to make multiple and trade them to all the whales. The scam was discovered a little early, so the account was abandoned, and this is what I got from the scam. Pretty cool. On August 19th, 2024, I accidentally posted my main account and lost these Mortys. I mixed up my public account and my main account, and I posted both. I was devastated after this, but before I continue, I have more context to add. A few months before my ban, I was told about a bug that allowed you to scam people without any counters. It was called the trade scam bug. However, this bug was a side product of the main bug, Infitrades, a bug that lets you make infinite trades for free. How the trade scam worked is after you used Infitrades to make a trade, the game wouldn't properly lock the Morty, so you would make a trade on an alt account, then offer the same Morty to your alt account. The trade you make is called the jump pad, and the trade you offer to is called the trigger. What we would usually do after this is use the jump pad to trade the Morty to our scam account. Then we would trade however we wanted, share the Mortys we got, then accept the trigger. Accepting the trigger would give us back the Morty, and there was next to no counters to this. You could release the Morty and then no one would get it, or you could put the Morty into your own trade. Then when you accept the trigger, you could then trade it to your alt, and you'd get it back. Of course, we could also put it in a trade, and it just becomes a huge waiting game. Oddly enough, Hayward got this wrong. Just a funny note. When I told North about the trade scam, he instantly knew how OP this was. We scammed 5 people with this, but after an update, I was no longer able to perform the bug. The bug still worked, but I couldn't do it anymore. This is where Lost Linguini, I don't know, and the One True Gamer comes in. Lost was still able to perform the bug. He was in the group when I found out, and he mostly just used it for Infitrades, but he wanted to help scam whales too. True said he wanted to help as well. I wasn't involved from beyond this point, but they scammed 5 more people. But during the last scam, True banned North over a lie, tried to take over the scamming group. When it was revealed True lied, he ended up leaking everything about the scam, including the method to do the trade scam, which he deleted later, but whatever. And he said he was leaking since the start. The real issue comes in because True directly helped in scams. When that was pointed out, he said those were lies and got the people who didn't believe him banned. True took Lost with him, and Lost cut all contact with us, implying he leaked too. We were upset by how our friends cut ties and leaked everything, hiding their own wrongdoings and vilifying us. And from this, birthed a new, more dangerous, more powerful bug. January 3rd, 2025, the day I discovered the Steel Bug. A bug that let you take anyone's Morty as long as you knew the Morty ID. The easiest way to get a Morty ID is by tracking people's teams. This bug was devastating and easy to use if you knew what you were doing. The only counters were trade locks and pit locks. We discovered this during the Good Boy raid, and the amount of Mortys lost were catastrophic. Lost later found the bug and used it. We don't know to what extent, but in True server they would publicly talk about how to do this bug, so it's possible more people found out. It took the devs 2 weeks to patch, and they didn't even return any stolen Mortys. People knew this was me, and people who wronged me like Lost and True were hit the hardest. This is when Hayward enacted the "if you're in PML, I'll ban you" rules, and generally when people realized I had all the power. This wasn't the only bug I found either. I found how to insta-kill any raid, and I found a new steel bug after the old one was patched. The steel bug being patched also indirectly patched the trade scam. Turns out adding a check to see if you owned the Morty you were trading is really useful. At this point, people who hated me gave up. People who wanted to just play the game tried to play nice, and True, he quit. He deleted his server and even later apologized to me. Post Steelbug, I have tried to keep my discoveries under wrap, and I try to use my bugs for good. I've been trying to make good with a lot of the victims of the Steelbug. I've been using the new Steelbug to undo scams. I've even tried to minimize damage with the insta-kill raid bug. But it seems like it won't matter what I do, since rumors imply other people have found these bugs, and they aren't so generous. I've yet to see any proof of this, but so many people are saying the same thing. It is an issue I plan to look into and combat with the bugs I know of.
Wow, wasn't that so much? I've been editing so much, I'm so tired. Anyways, it's time to move on to the next part. I'm gonna be going over everyone and why you shouldn't trust them. Yay! I'm so tired. Welcome to the slideshow section. We're going to be going over the professional Larchy Haters. And let's introduce them. We got Chik Nuggets, the one true gamer, and Hayward, the ringleader. We don't talk about zombies. Let's move on and cover who is Chik Nuggets. He was a friend of mine. He's a huge PM nerd. On Hayward's website, you can see some of his old messages as he went by Beaters. Beeters. Beaters. He ran on North's old PvP server, which is earlier. He got fired from it because he's an asshole and North didn't like him. Huge raid nerd. He has an entire server dedicated to it. And when he quit, that's the one thing he actually made sure to hand to someone else to take care of. And he was Hayward's mod. How did he become Hayward's mod? He sucked up a lot. And how did he suck up exactly? Well, first let's start at the beginning of it. The prologue is that he's some guy who hated me because I was an asshole in Hayward's server. Fair. And then when I got banned, Chik was like, hey, he was banned for some stupid reason. And yeah. So I started the server, he helped. This was the old, checklist for the server. And you can see here, the original plan was for Chik to help. And, see here, I wrote the IV script. I asked if he wanted to proofread. He said okay. He never helped. Evidence? Look at the description. He left a huge list of shit that I got wrong. Nitpicks. I don't know. I haven't read it in a long time. And this is him helping me make the old background that Gotron. And then he would flip-flop sides. He would be all nice to me. Then with Hayward, he'd be all nice to me, which would contradicting himself. This is him saying I scammed? I had a thread called Trading Mortys. I covered it earlier. Chik would always equate that lowballing into scamming, which I see more as him trying to propagate Larchy hate, because hey, if you trade in Hayward, you're gonna get lowballed by whales if you don't know what you're doing. Get a perfect, they'll offer as little as possible. Let's see what you accept. Or the game, sadly. They say it's scummy. I agree, it is scummy, but calling me out for it exclusively is a little hypocritical, don't you think? I don't know why he's so obsessed with Frank. He was some random active guy. And Shiny. Chik threw such a big fit about Shiny. Who was Shiny? Well, he was a scammer. And from hearing that, you'd be like, Chik's in the right. What's the problem? Problem is, Shiny's victims forgave him. It's a lot of yapping from my DMs. When I was paranoid, I wiped my DMs with a lot of people, including Chik, so it deletes a lot of context. It might make me look a little sussy, but the main thing I want to highlight is him insulting Hayward. Weird, look what this. Calling him a little, and he calls him Andrew Tate, but then, as you see here, Hayward has bent over backwards to make everything right in his part. Meanwhile, the other side posts illegal material here and says horrible things. Interesting. So Hayward doesn't put Pocket Mortys beneath him. Interesting. Next part. Chik leaked his name. So, how did this happen? Well, he wasn't very careful with his name. He has his real name on his email, which is Chik Nuggets or something. Context is the Genji situation. I was finding out Big's information with Chik. Anyways, him basically confirming I had his name and saying he wasn't going to throw me under the bus, which is pretty solid. So it has sensitive information about you. You usually don't want to make him mad. And I kept my tongue silent. I didn't leak his name till I accidentally let it slip. I was ranting about him to Earn, so I accidentally leaked his name, and at this time Chik was making enemies. So Earn leaked Chik's name publicly, which resulted in him leaving the server and quitting. This is a doozy. Oh my god. So he gets his first name leaked. This guy is I don't even know. He's some loser who would reply to days old messages and would just keep replying to them like every message, and people would get so annoyed because he'd be pinging them for like day-old messages. And then he got muted for it because he was annoying, he wasn't listening, and he left over it, threw a fit, and Chik and them got in contact. And then he's like, hey, I'll dox these people for you, just give me their names. And that's right here. And he's like, well, okay, their names are Larchy, Ern, Brooks, Cool, Fire Jane. Just like, it's like, you can read through all this, it's just really interesting. Chik started the pedophile accusations. And the evidence for here isn't so strong, but it's just a coincidence, like a weird coincidence. So, Chik got banned from the PvP tourney server like I talked about, and shortly after it, Hayward calls me a pedophile when he gets involved. Say posting CP, not directly claiming it, but like, when we go to the Hayward part, he directly says it. And then Chik just agrees. Like, he agrees with Hayward. Hayward didn't post any evidence. I'll have all the sources in the description so you can check this to see if you're mixing any context. Anything in context makes this worse. What's next? Chik is a compulsive liar. If you really want to look into this, just type from Chik, use his Discord ID, and then type Larchy, and just look how much shit he says. This is people asking about EV training services. It says I was offering services for crap Gotrons, because he doesn't buy it, which is a weird thing to doubt, because you could just look yourself. Like, come on. What is this? Oh, people are spamming his server saying, and let's put some sort of spam list. No, dude. What happens when you make your server public? Anyone can see it, including bots. Weird you would accuse me of this, but alright. Larchy banning Ern with censorship. Like I said, Ern is an annoying child, so he was banned because he's annoying. I'm pretty sure I showed his drama server. Censorship, huh? Alright. And then this one. This is his apology. When he got caught for trying to get someone to dox people, he sent me this. He says he missed talking to me. He didn't realize how hurtful he was. It's just such a hollow apology. When I tried getting in contact with him after this, because he implied he's going to kill himself, which he hasn't, don't worry. Keeps changing his profile picture. Right now it's some girl for tits out, so like, just watch his icon, watch his profile. If the icon changes again, he's alive. I think that's it. Nope, it's not it. Oh my god. Oh yeah, this is him calling me fucking transphobic, homophobic, racist, unhinged. Here's the thing. I was a kid. A stupid idiot. And I made jokes. Which, yes, were transphobic sometimes. I just didn't take it seriously. But having time to reflect, jokes can normalize hatred. It's kind of how it starts. And I understand that now. I watched edgy people at the time, so I copied their edginess. No, I do not think you should treat people differently based off race. I do not think people who are gay or anything else should be treated differently for it. They're all people. I think it's a really stupid mindset to have. Because, like, you hate gay people? Are you mad you can't date them or something? Like, what's the problem? It doesn't affect you. And it's just more yapping. Doesn't really matter. He's a major yapper. So I just yapped for a bit, so... What is this? Oh yeah, him's calling me a scammer again. Because, let me remember. Slit. He was a noob I lowballed, and then, when he asked about it, people told him, oh, that was a shit deal. He started whining about it. Such a long time ago. But, like, I'm trying to remember things based on what Chik says, but, like, a lot of the shit he says is heavily exaggerated or just made up. Trade's done. Like, I do believe the noob might have asked for a trade back, but just like he agreed to trade, I could make the choice not to undo the trade. It's not scamming, it's just how the game goes. If you trade with someone and then you want to undo the trade, you're gonna have to hope the other person wants to do it too, or it's not happening. Anyways, enough of Chik. This is a little shorter section. Who is the one true gamer? He helped people scam, which I already went over. You saw it all. He ran a PvP server, copying like North and stuff. He deleted it. He did a lot of giveaways. Like, he'd give away a lot of shit. He's seen as very generous. A whale. He spent like $700 on a shiny Xmas set, and he sells and buys Mortys. I would say true lives. He helped scam someone, Bad Karma. I'm pretty sure I went over this. This is him pushing Bad Karma to take a scam trade, and talking about it. When it was posted, everyone's like, how did you get this? He immediately told someone to ban the Larchy account. I'll say though, it wasn't me. I gave it to someone else. Yeah, and this was his response. He called the screenshots fake because admitting your faults is too hard. Emotionally unstable. And this one's just easy. He apologized to me. He wanted to apologize to North because I betrayed our trust, and I guess he feels bad about that. North is basically just saying, "You're a liar. I don't believe you." And then, yeah, must I say more? Doesn't have morals. It's just scammed. He actively scammed, and then he turned around about it and said, "Nope, I didn't scam at all. I was actually a good guy." And he's after power. This is from North, and if you know North or True's relationship, North taught True a lot of things when he was a noob. And this is coming from their DMs, saying he wanted fame and money and fame. Which, if you think about it, in the scam server, he went after Hayward because he saw Hayward as like the bigger server. You'd get more for it. But then, as soon as I gained all the bugs that allowed me to steal a whole of his shit, he flips back to my side. Or trying to, at least. It's real interesting. Coincidence? Or is it something else? You can choose. And he pretended to be our friends, joined the server this day. This is the last message. This is in the server for a while. Took him a while to actually accrue any evidence. And this is his apology towards me. I feel like it's very shallow. He helped in scams. Like, he didn't want people to get scammed, but oh, this person, that's an exception. Oh, they're an exception. Well, I don't give you an account so you can help scam too. It's just, I don't know. Like, if you really want, like, there's so many things he could have done. It's just, the story doesn't add up. Like, if you wanted to stop scamming, and you got invited to a server where they scam, wouldn't it the best thing to do would be screenshot every message, figure out how to like the counter to scams, and then just fucking dip after that? Because that he's implied that he's guilty with us. It's just so stupid. It does giveaways cover up. I couldn't find any direct mentions of it, just a lot of implications, but a lot of people will just defend True because he's really generous and gives away a lot of shit. And yeah, people just trust him because he's giving away shit. And I'm just gonna let these speak for themselves.
All I gotta say, dude, is fuck Hayward. You were right, Larchy, and I'll admit that. You can save this voice message and send it to all your server. Now, this is coming from the one true gamer. Hayward is bullshit, man. He don't care about his people. 100%. And dude, fuck Hayward, dude. Like, the more that I hung out with him, or not necessarily hung out with, but, you know, like, was associated with, he's kind of a piece of shit. And I don't want to say piece of shit, like, he's a good guy, but he doesn't care about his own server, dude, and that says a lot. After everything, man, so when I had my own server, you know, I had a good support system at first, and I was donating perfects, you know, perfect shinies, good exclusives, things like that, you know. And dude, when I tried to partner with Hayward, he was always so dismissive. And the whole reason why is because I originally was affiliated with you. So what basically happened is, I feel like Hayward used me. Like, he seemed really nice, seemed like a good person, but yet he doesn't care, dude. He doesn't care about his own server, dude. He doesn't care about shit, like, at all, like nothing.
And I think that's a good segue into Hayward. Who is Hayward? He owns the Pocket Mortys website, he owns the subreddit, and he owns the Discord, one that most of this drama occurred. He doesn't engage in the community. Like, he trusts True, he doesn't care, and he's egotistical. Don't believe me? Let me prove it. Right here. Calls me a pedophile. This guy didn't instantly agree with Hayward, and what happened to him? He got called a Larchy ult and banned. Yeah, he got banned for not instantly agreeing. Collection of screenshots sent to me of Larchy being an awful human being. And the first screenshot is an email I named Hayward Rick. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I called you fat. But does that make me a horrible person? I'm so sorry. Does it fact check? So self-centered. This is one of my old mods, and he just fucking calls me a pedophile again, or does spam CP. Says he shouldn't be in the server because he's connected to. You talk a lot smack for someone with no receipts. I talked to Hayward recently. Something he said to me. You made it this far. Is this true? Do I have no receipts? Guys, I have no evidence? Oh, I can't believe it. I have nothing. I can't prove anything. Untrustworthy. Oh yeah, here's the context. I asked him to like, hey, can you prove that I'm a pedophile? And he just fucking says, oh, that's a bad faith argument. Cause I'm trying to connect the dots. Like, why do you think it's me? What's the evidence? You're so confident in it. So clearly, I fucking must have like boxed myself. Come on, what's the info? No one ever said you did it on your main account. Don't make a bad faith argument like that. Like, you're calling me a pedophile. You can't prove it. It's like I don't get it. I think I have a pretty good idea of you. Care nothing about other people. Only yourself and your own clout. You lie and manipulate and steal from those around you to get what you want. You need therapy. Thanks, Hayward. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, Hayward saying I sent him a token logger. I just wanted a PNG, man. Yeah, I already went over this one too. And he doesn't care about the community. You listen to True, but just look at his server. Like, there's no passion in it. It's like channels exist so people can talk in them, like the bare minimum. Like some people will say, yeah, that's the server, but come on. You want people to have like fun? This website has year-old bugs. I still don't think you make a new account, which I recommend you don't. His security's shit. He doesn't help the community. Only attacks me. True. The most he does is keep his website up. Even then, I'm not even sure why he does. It really seems like he doesn't give a fuck. He'll never get. Yeah, just look at his server. Controlling his Morty bot, the IV bot everyone loves. It only works in his server, and either he's really bad at coding and he's unable to change that, or he just doesn't want to be another server. Whichever you want to believe. I already showed it. He banned Yuri God, Hot Perkin player, just because he didn't side with him. He threatens to ban anyone who's in PMO. So like, if you grab attention to yourself, and Hayward's like, I kind of want them to hear anymore. They'll see if you're in PMO. They'll ban you and say, oh, they're in PMO, Larchy's a pedophile, you're associated with pedophile, you're a bad person. I don't know if I cover this at all, but Hayward's mods don't have permissions. They have to ask Hayward to ban someone. Hayward said they changed this, but I don't know. Is he to be trusted? That's why a lot of time mods would just mute and not do anything because they have to wait for Hayward to skip the go-ahead. It's the whole Santos situation. It wasn't banned because they have to wait for Hayward to say, yep, ban him. And with, I don't know. Anyways, he's self-righteous. Like, this is directly after the conversation with me. It's very interesting to say directly afterward in his server. And just look at the conversation with me and just disregards everything I say because I'm a pedophile. Hayward can't prove I'm a pedophile, so let's see why Hayward is one. Because Hayward can't prove I'm a pedophile. See if I can prove he is one. Hayward babies his server. His instance with people posting CP and getting groomed, which he blames the CP part on me. Hayward's mod sent me a child twerking, animated, so. And he implied he had CP saved. This is back in the day when he's saying it's easier to just have a bot on. Kinda disproves it. He's saying he's supposed to be lazy, right? But he doesn't ban people who are assholes anyways. Like, I showed a couple examples of people being assholes and not being banned. Like, it's interesting, but like, he bans cuss words, which, like, fine, whatever, but this game's for people who are 17 or older. Like, if you look in the iOS apps, that's the age they recommend, being 17 or older. And I'm pretty sure 17-year-olds, no cuss words. I don't get this. And, this is I can't show number 2, obviously. I already went over 1. I can't show it, but Hayward agrees it happened. This is Kami. I think this is the best frame I can show. I think it's pretty clearly a child, but I don't know, it's pretty small fries. A lot of this is just like a nothing burger. He banned Fuzz for no reason, and then he asked for evidence, and he said, "Are you seriously asking me to post CP? Dense? I sent you the false ban report. You shouldn't ask for evidence for how I'm a pedophile." And he says this, which I later asked for clarification about, which he ignores. No receipts. He just says I have no receipts. I do not think Hayward is a pedophile. I just wanted to show how ridiculous it is to call me a pedophile, but have zero evidence. And then when the claim is turned around on you, I can dig up more fucking bullshit than he can. Like, the most he's ever shown is that an image was deleted. It's so stupid. But we're finally done. We're finally done with this. Look, conclusion. The conclusion. My true ban reason. during one of the drama reactions. I don't remember which, but I found out my true ban reason. I wasn't banned for banned for toxicity. I wasn't banned for speed hacking. I was banned for this, for this. What is this exactly? I made the mods uncomfortable. It's a valid ban reason. This isn't an official server. It's not professional. It's just a server ran by people who don't have much professionalism. So I think banning me for this reason is a very valid reason. I made jokes you guys didn't like. Felt I was weird. Yeah, I won't disagree. But it's all started because they lied. They couldn't just say I was banned because the mods weren't comfortable by my presence. They had to lie and up it. They had to say I was a bad person, I was so toxic, I was a speed hacker, I was ruining a game, I'm a pedophile. They can't just say, oh, we made us comfortable, we didn't want them around. I think that's the most telling part. But as you guys saw, there's a bonus. What is this bonus? Very, very nice. But I had 3 accounts because I used Hayward's site to document more. But for one day I decided, hey, I don't want to have my accounts on the site anymore. Hey, Hayward, since you have me blocked, can you delete this account and all associated data with it? I don't trust you nor your web. And he did do that. However, posted all of my accounts. Hi, Hayward. Why would you prove me right? Prove that you shouldn't be trusted. Like, shows that he's willing to grab your data if he doesn't like you. Like, if he's willing to overstep for fucking accounts, then what else is he willing to overstep for? He can see your emails. He can do whatever he wants with them. He can see your IPs. Like, if you're scared of letting a random person see your IP, what about Hayward? Do you trust Hayward to see your IP? Obviously, he sees it whenever you visit his site, but this is just like the cherry on top. And with that comes their sources, which will be all in the description, so you can fact check me and call me an idiot in the comments, which I will. For everyone who made it this far, hope you've enjoyed. Next will be the official conclusion, so yeah, subscribe or I'll steal your Mortys!
This video has taken me a while. I was very ambitious, and I was trying to be a perfectionist, and that really stalled me. I started editing, but the scam drama happened, and it really made me lose motivation. But if you're seeing this, then I must have done a good job. A lot of people see the bug exploitation as scamming is morally evil, like I'm a very bad person for it. And when I was really involved in the community, I would agree, but when I take a step back, it isn't all that. I've just become the punching bag for everyone. When I was involved in scamming, all the targets except one was whales, and the one guy who wasn't a whale was just really annoying. The steal bug, I mostly targeted whales, annoying people, true and lost, but towards the end, the power went to my head, and I started trying to steal everything valuable. I'm sorry. If I stole anything from you, contact me on Discord and I'll pay you back. Don't attack anyone. Remember, this is all drama from a mobile game. I just wanted to share my side since I am vilified a lot. After this video, I plan to go back to normal PM videos, more gameplay, more guides, going over new content, etc. So stay tuned. Also, good reminder for everyone, look at both sides. Everyone is biased. Make your own conclusions. Don't follow what people say just because they're saying it. Anyways, here's some of the old conclusion. Okay, conclusion. There was a lot I missed, which I think is fine. I went over the main parts. I might do a follow-up where I just answer any questions you got. I do expect this video to stir up more drama in Hayward server, but I just want to remind y'all to think rationally. Look at both sides and make your own opinion. This is what I experienced, and we are flawed as humans, and we don't always remember the same events the same way. I have had 2 years to learn and reflect on this. I made my mistakes, and personally, this is just a stupid Discord drama. I think it would be entertaining to share. Don't harass anyone in this video. You can see a lot of what I left out if you decide to do your own research and fall down the rabbit hole of the Pocket Mortys drama. I documented most things about me in the drama server, which is in the description. Also, to further clarify, I hid my identity because I didn't want the drama to leak over to the channel. However, most people just talk shit about me and never actually do anything about it, so I think it should be fine to come clean. I am Larchy Everything. I made this channel to try and help players learn more about the game, since the wikis and other players are inconsistent about it or just suck. Hayward's wiki sucks ass. It's best used for looking at Morty's move and calculating shit. Such a garbage wiki. I'll have my main channel also in the description. Well, yeah, that was the video. I procrastinated writing the script forever because I didn't want to come off like I was airing my dirty laundry. I just wanted to say I'm Larchy, and that's all. I also wanted to completely share my side so all those Larchy haters have a chance to rethink if I should be hated. Having both sides and choosing to hate me is better than having one side and thinking I'm Hitler or something. Anyways, like, comment, and subscribe or I will devour your family. Anyways, time for me to go off script, so leave it to future me.